The fact is that just about nobody on this physical level knows anything about the real you and its wonderful potential, because the educational systems will not accept the natural source of real guidance. The ideas that have been invented and floated around for hundreds of years from the lowly educational businesses are a lot of silly stuff. They do pertain to the earth and are workable from the first level, but that is all they do. When a person has accomplished their educated earthly goal, they are left out in the cold. Who really knows the component parts of the new? The science? What about the educational institutions? The politicians, or the clergy, or even the Pope? No, none of them. All of those and most of the rest know very little or nothing. They could know if they were really interested and took the time to investigate, but so many follow the old schools of traditional behavior that have crashed and created their rituals for people to adhere to. This is part of the fear factor that has been driven into people over time by the accepted and invented gods, and these who chose to manage the affairs of the written disorders. The real guides want to share what they know from real experience, not from old documents that have been orchestrated to confuse people. What we have has to be recognized and realized, not memorized and talked about as social phenomenon. The different parts of man are a worthy study for anyone who wants to understand themselves from a realistic position. All of this from the beginning with the lower stratum, which is man, the animal. He is a physical body. He has a body that gets hurt, sick, and then finally dies and returns to the soil. There is another man inside the physical body, a much finer body. The simple term is the astral or emotional body or light body. When seen by the physical eyes, it appears to sparkle with millions of little particles resembling stardust. It takes shape with the character of the same as the physical body. When the physical body dies, this body remains as the individual's expression on the astral level. Here we have the first heaven of man, a place where most people feel comfortable with, because they are now living in their emotional body. There is nothing wrong with the beautiful astral worlds, but they are limited and do not contain the same unlimited, self-sufficient positions as do the real universe of the all-is. Inside the astral body, and quite distinct from it, there is the causal body. It's much finer. It is the real cause of all that is to ever take place in the individual's life. This body is divided into two or more strata, each of which is given a different name. One is sometimes known as the mental body, that is the sheath around the real you, and very sensitive to impressions from the mind. Its function is to receive and transmit impressions between the mind and the new inside, and between the mind and the astral body. A perfect record of almost everything the individual has experienced is established from this countless ages of existence. Of these experiences, character is formed. And from that character, all actions flow. The mind-body is the fourth unit or vehicle in the construction around yourself as a man. And finally, the etheric or subconscious mind These are closely related to the causal body, as it is not easy to distinguish between them, and then down to the astral and physical body. When reaching the Dashwandwar region, bodies are shed because you no longer need them. Then you leave your mind at this level as you travel further, and so you are no longer restricted by any instrument. This is where you know all things by direct perception. Now you are free from all the lower vehicles, and the real you has the awareness of knowing directly anything it needs. From this point, you can take in the knowledge of the lower realms. Last of all, we come to the real you, inside the man. The new, or you-tune, the old term is soul, which is linked into the first three levels of unawareness. This is the very core of your being, the real you. Each person has all these vehicles, physical, astral, causal, mental, and etheric, while living here now. All the lower units, which are instruments, you will discard one by one as you advance upward. This is because you will have no need of them on the higher levels, each vehicle being suited for expression only upon and in a particular realm. The new is the real you that is hidden inside of all these bodies. This is the spark from the real sea of light. You are actually a brilliant being of incredible awareness from the unlimited ocean of the great reality, the all is. It is with the real you that all real awareness resides. Everything below, such as the mind and other limited bodies, are unconscious, automatic, and mechanical in action. Everything in existence is entirely dependent on the sound and light reality for its life and activity, even the humblest plant or the smallest insect. These body instruments are simply for making contact with the coarse nature of the lower realms. It is for this reason that the all-is cannot manifest in the lower realms, because a material body is needed. So it sends the sound light reality of itself into the golden position of the new man. There is no place in all of life where there are no you-tunes. Some have better minds and bodies than others. In this respect, there is little difference between the amoeba and man, between an insect and a savant. All are from the is and equal.